Hello again. We have been able to solve the day 3 problems of Advent of Code. And now let's ask ChatGPT to try the same thing as well. So I will, as usual, copy the whole problem description and ask ChatGPT to look into it. So here we have the input and then we store it and now attach here. So my guess for today is that ChatGPT will be able to solve this problem because it's just about understanding the format of the input, but afterwards it shouldn't lead it in a wrong direction, hopefully. But we will see. We will see definitely. So, ChatGPT is already crunching the problem. Yeah, so the steps to solve, to identify the numbers, their adjacent symbols, and sum the numbers that meet the condition does seem to make sense. So hopefully the solution will be working. So it's skipping the okay, so it's getting the directions, then checking the numbers, and the output is 308, 9, and that is not correct. It seems that the puzzle answer, the correct answer is, so it's 520,019. So the solution is not correct here. So there must be some wrong assumption. I think it's not taking into account all the characters, or no, it seems to be fine, but that's pretty interesting. This is not correct. Let's ask it to try again against the sample input from the description, because that one should be very simple to verify. Okay. So this is definitely wrong. So it now is building an updated version of the logic. So we have still some problem there. I'm not sure if I see what the issue is. Yeah, I think the problem might be that it's checking if the first digit, well, if a specific digit of the number is adjacent to a symbol, and if it is, then it's getting only the rest of the number added to that digit, not the part that was there before. So the resulting number is far smaller than it should have been. Now that this seems more promising. So it's now checking the symbols in the whole direction, but it's still not it. My goal is not to give it any hints on solving this. So if it's not able to solve it, then I will have to I will have to give up on it. It would be cheating to give it more hints, but let's still give it a chance to figure out the problem. So the number is increasing, but it's still not the correct answer here. It seems that still it's the problem. It's just getting the following digits, not the ones that were preceding the number that's neighboring with the symbol, which is probably a problem. And it's getting various different results, but it's still not correct. So it seems that ChatGPT failed in version of the first part of the problem. But just out of curiosity, let's try to ask if it's able to figure out the second one. So I will go here. Because now it will probably start the search from the asterisks and go to the neighboring numbers instead of going from the numbers to the neighboring symbols, which might be easier for ChatGPT to figure out. Yes, so it's checking for the positions of asterisks and then finding the neighboring numbers around those. So maybe, just maybe, it will be able to solve the part 2 of the problem, even though it wasn't able to solve the part 1. So it made some errors, some logic error, but hopefully it's not going to be anything major. Key ratios in that schematic. That's weird. Use the input here. Because it was using the sample input, I guess, but it still wasn't correct. So maybe it still does not have the right solution to this one. And I think it, again, tries to find the number, but so 2 million, that's really much less than it should have been. It should be much more. And this is not the correct solution. Okay, let's give it a small hint in the way that we will say that the correct solution, then the result should be much higher number. So again, it has the problem of not being able to construct the full numbers that are neighboring with the symbols. And it's just getting a small part of it, or just the digit, I'm not sure. And as a result, the solution does not work. So it even seems that it's trying to build up the numbers in diagonal directions even, or something like that, because it seems to go to add up the number and then go in both directions somehow. Definitely this is not correct. Yeah, okay, so this is far less than we would expect. So I guess for today's problems, ChatGPT was not able to solve either part of the puzzle, and that's kind of surprising. I was really expecting this one would be something that ChatGPT would be, or a code interpreter of ChatGPT would be able to solve without additional hints, just by reading the file and understanding the layout. But the construction of the individual numbers into a whole full number was apparently quite problematic for ChatGPT. So quite interesting finding. And we will have to give up today, and we'll see if day 4 will be more lucky day for ChatGPT. So anyways, thank you for joining. If you want to get notified about the next day's video, give the channel a subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.